It's been 28 years since Tim Lovejoy and Helen Chamberlain first appeared. Look at them!
Babies!
On screen together, oh, the hair. Soccer AM, of course, filled our Saturday mornings with football chat, games, interviews, top players, even appearances from rock stars like Noel Gallagher and many more.
Yeah, and now Tim and Hell's Bells are reuniting for a brand new football podcast, Soccer A to Z or A to Z?
Well,
A to Z.
A to Z.
I'm saying AZ.
AZ. Good morning.
I'm trying to track the American billion.
Good morning.
You've gone global, you're much more heritage.
A to Z.
We say Zs here,
Yeah,
Hels.
we've got Zs, yeah.
So how are you enjoying it, being back together again?
It's been really good, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Let's do this. This is exciting being here, don't you think?
This is exciting. And also, Tim and I have kept in touch over the 28 years, but mainly over WhatsApp and texts and stuff like that. And I'd forgotten how mean he is to me instantly. Normally, the girl of the bunch gets protected. Oh, she's the girl.
These days.
Nah.
You can
Straight
take it.
I wasn't expecting
Thank
that. Not having fun anymore.
But that was the thing that was so special about Soccer AM when it started. It completely shifted how football shows were done. It was an irreverent way of looking at football, but really relatable from a fan's perspective.
I think that was it, and that's what we're trying to do with this podcast. Is that there's some brilliant football podcasts out there. At the moment we've got the Overlap and the Garys, as I call them, the Lineker and Neville both got great podcasts. Crouchy's got a good one, but they're all coming from the footballer and the football industry perspective. We've always been about the fans and. From the fans' perspective, and that's what Soccer AM was about, wasn't it?
And football culture as well.
Yes.
Tim was always obsessed with football boots. If somebody brought out a new football, Tim would be like, "Have you seen it?"
Well, the
it's like it's a ball.
Do you remember the Jubilani?
The Jubilani that was like a two-bob swerver.
The roundest ball there's ever been made. They said the roundest ball. I was like, that's amazing. And then they all hated it, didn't they?
Because it flew all over the show, didn't it?
Yeah, Capello blamed that on why we didn't win the World Cup.
Do you remember that?
Do you remember that?
There you go.
But the bit that I loved as well, though, that if you didn't necessarily weren't massively into football, the joy of Soccer AM was, yes, the football was a thread, an important part of it, but there was the entertainment, there was the fun, there was the music, there was all that, House.
And all of the characters that were in the show, all of the people that fondly remember Sheephead.
Yes.
Tubes.
Robbie.
These were just guys who worked on the show. They just had jobs on the show. And Tim saw something in them that needed to be on screen and just brought all of those characters and a lot of the things. So, for example, the thing that I always remember is Tim said, OK, Swindon Town have got some new shirts out. OK, Swindon Town got some new shirts. Who's interested in new Swindon Town shirts? Tim said, I'm going to put it on the television, but I'm going to make it Elton John and Kiki D singing Don't Go Breaking My Heart.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Wearing Swindon Town shirts.
Yeah,
so he's layered it so that for people who go, I don't care about the new Swindon Town shirt, they're watching Elton John and Kiki D, which is two members of our crew dressed up. But we also had David Furnish come shuffling in the background. Because why not?
I mean...
We did call him David Furniture.
We did, exactly. We called him David Furniture.
One of the things, though, Tim, I didn't realise this, but when you first joined, Helen was you were already doing the show that was there already.
I'd done one season.
One season.
Yeah.
And then they brought you in and it was changing it, and you were thinking, right, do you know what? I'm not sure about this, Helen. I think we need to get...
Yeah, no, I did. I was working with a guy called Andy, and we came in to produce the show, and the first thing we thought, we'll get rid of Helen, because all she's doing is reading out the traffic and the weather reports.
There are cones on the M8.
And then I met her, and I was like, oh, she knows more about football than me. I mean, I was going every week to Torquay United. Not only that, she's a really good presenter, and, and Helen always tells about the first few weeks.
Yeah, because Tim came from behind the scenes at the Big Breakfast.
Yeah.
So he's come in, he's like, who's this? She just links to commercial breaks and talks about cones. And then realised after a couple of weeks, when I was hitting when you get the countdown in your ear,
they just
3, 2, 1, on the zero, I was bye-bye.
I was all over the place.
And so all of the little scuffs and hiccups that you always make when you're first on TV.
Well, I'm still making
I was we all are. Digging him out of the moor, so we realised.
I love it, that relationship between two of you. But I didn't realise you first met each other years ago.
Well, she can actually play, I can't. But we played on the Soccer 6 together, didn't we? Do you remember what the year was?
Hold on, but we were rivals. Why were you playing with her? She was on the other channel.
Because we supersede all that.
Have we got a picture
Girls
of it?
stick together.
Yeah.
That's me. Oh,
yeah, that's
so little. Look at my
lovely
cheeks.
picture.
Where's 2001? And there's Yeah, I'm running there, but where's Helen?
I don't think that's Helen. You're not being marked by Helen.
No, because I wore that kit, so we were on the same side. You were lucky if you were on my team, because I was the only one that knew even which direction to kick the ball. They used to see how many girls turned up and then split us into teams. And, so we won. We won.
Brilliant.
We've loved seeing you. It's not enough time, but the podcast A to Z or Z of football is available right now.
Soccer A to Z or
Soccer A to Z.
Yeah.
So lovely to see you, Hels. Thank you for coming in off the farm. Letter F. Do it on the farm. Get everyone down to the farm. Get the whole boys down to the farm.
What, down to my place?
We'll negotiate. Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. And we'll see you in the morning.